hyper independence is not a strength, it's survival. If you have ever felt like you can't rely on anybody, even when you want to, this might feel familiar. If you have ever told yourself, I've got it, I don't need help, I'll just do it myself. But deep down, you feel tired, not physically, but emotionally. This is for you. Because here's the thing, hyper independence doesn't come from confidence, it comes from experiences. And honestly, it usually comes from the kind of experiences where relying on someone did not feel safe. So your brain learned something, not consciously, but deeply. If I depend on people, I get hurt. And the crazy part is that lesson didn't just stay in childhood, it followed you into relationships. So now, even when someone shows up for you, you hesitate, you overthink, you pull back. Not because you don't want connections, but because your nervous system doesn't trust it. And psychology has talked about this for a long time. John Bowlby explained how early relationships shapes how we connect later. And when support was inconsistent or unavailable, you don't just become independent, you become self-protective. And that self-protection looks like a strength. You can handle everything. You don't ask for help. You stay composed. But here's the truth. It's not that you don't need people. It's that your system learned that needing people is risky. So you adapt. You become the one who gives, not receive. The one who support, not lean. The one who holds everything together. And honestly, people even praise you for it. You are so strong. You are so independent. But what they don't see is how heavy it feels to never feel like you can fall apart. Because when you think about it, real strength isn't doing everything alone. Real strength is feeling safe enough to not have to. But if your past didn't give you that safety, your body doesn't recognize it. So even healthy love can feel uncomfortable. Calm can feel boring. Support can feel suspicious. Consistency can feel unfamiliar. And what happens is you start pushing away the very thing you actually need. Not because you're broken, but because you are patterned. And this is where it gets deeper. Because hyper independence doesn't just affect your relationship, it affects your identity. You start believing that if I don't do it, nobody will do it. If I rely on someone, they'll let me down. I can't afford to be vulnerable. So you build a life where you don't have to depend on anyone. But at the same time, you feel alone in it. And honestly, that's the quiet cost no one talks about. You are capable, but unsupported. strong but unseen, independent but disconnected. And here's the shift. Healing doesn't mean becoming dependent. It means becoming safe enough to receive, safe enough to trust slowly, safe enough to let someone show up for you. And that doesn't happen overnight because your nervous system needs evidence, not words, consistent, not promise. And the truth is, you don't need to stop being strong. You just need to stop believing that strength means doing everything alone. Because you are never meant to carry life by yourself. And if this feels familiar, it doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It means something happened to you and your system adapted. But adaptation is not your final identity. And by the way, if you're new here, I'm Sarah. I talk about psychology in a way that is honest and real because I know what it feels like to repeat things I don't understand. That's why I got into the psychology rabbit hole, to find out why I did the things I did in my life. What influenced those decisions? And to save myself from my past. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on my next video.